Hello, my name is John Ratzlaff. This is for FTE 217. Today is 1-4-2026. And then my instructor for this modern sporting rifle is Kenneth Clark, and I'm John Ratzlaff. This weapon has been pointed in a safe direction this entire time. I just want to let you know that. We are just going to go ahead and clear it though, just to make sure. There's no magazine in here. But we are going to go ahead and lock the bolt back to the rear. We're going to visually inspect that there's no rounds in the chamber, and we're going to physically inspect as well. I'm going to go ahead and ride this bolt forward. So our first one is we're just going to field strip this really quick. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I like to just go ahead, take our spring and our buffer out, and then we're also going to just take our bolt carrier group out and then our charging handle. At this point in time, biggest thing that you could wind up doing is you can take this out just as is. Thin your bolt or anything like that. That would be my definition of field stripping. If you're careful, you can very easily just go straight down, remove your firing pin out of here, and then you can also just take this out as well, get everything cleaned up. Biggest thing with that, what a lot of people don't like to do is, if you go ahead and you lose some of these parts in the field, that's not exactly what you want to do. So just need to be cautious of that. I'm going to put everything back here. But for the most part, our general just field strip is just that. So we're going to go ahead and put this back. Put our buffer spring and buffer back in here. Lock that on. Obviously, always want to do a quick functions check. Fire engine's safe. Go ahead and charge that. Make sure that it fires. Back on safe. So we're good to go there. So number two, big thing that I just found for outside resources, things I would honestly like to do to this firearm that I was given from SDI and I've been learning on is I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big carbine person, so what I will wind up doing is actually replacing the buffer tube, the buffer spring, the buffer, and then this buttstock. I'm actually going to go with just a rifle length one for all that. Probably go with a Magpul, maybe honestly probably just an A2 buttstock. I'm totally fine with those things. Length of pull is perfect for me, just my height and everything else. So that's what I'll wind up doing with this. Might even honestly change out, go different barrel in the future, but other than that, it's pretty good. As far as triggers go, this trigger is not too bad. I do enjoy the trigger, but I probably would go with a different trigger, mainly Timney. I've had really good luck with all my bolt guns with Timney. And I do just like that single stage or double stage. Prefer to just stick with a single. So I would wind up going that direction. So part 4, checking whether or not I plan to dimple the barrel gas block, explain reasons. So this one was dimpled and barreled. I still would do it on every one. It's just an easier alignment for everything. And then part 5, perform a drop test specific to the ones that I've learned. So my biggest thing that I'm going to do in here is we put this weapon on safe, and as you can see here, been pointing in a safe direction the entire time, but I'm pulling this on safe, and I'm going to use this hammer right here. And the biggest thing is you can honestly, and this is rubber, I did switch this into rubber, so I'm actually hitting on the trigger portion of itself both ways to see if anything does drop or anything like that. You can honestly even go into that firing position itself and see that we're in good shape. Our sear is doing its job and we're in good shape. So other than that, that's what I have for this week. I appreciate it, and you have a good one. Take care.